Hi, Cynthia. Good morning. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. It's Caitlin here. I'm the life insurance underwriter here in Florida. Uh, yes, Cynthia. Yesterday you filled out a form for life insurance. Looks like you was looking for 25, 50,000 in coverage. Is that right? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's very common. A lot of people just typically look to see what it's about, how much coverage they can get. You're 66 years young, correct? Okay. Good morning to you. How's your morning going? Glad to hear that, Miss Cynthia. I'm Caitlin, by the way. You should have received a text with my information when you filled out this form yesterday. Did it come through to you? No, so my students stuff going through. I'm not very good with the phone, and I don't get out there, so I don't know if somebody calling. I don't like my son's out there somewhere. Maybe I don't feel comfortable talking with people. I can't sleep. Even I, you know, when I was here, I did this other day, not yesterday. I feel this morning. Yeah, it shows me here, excuse me, on May 8th, you filled it out, and it looks like you did it around 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. And you listed here you were in the Air Force, is that right? No, I'm in the Air Force. I've never been in the Oh, so you're a family of a veteran. I had that. Okay. And are you still currently married? Hey, Google, pause. Hey, Google, turn off. My condolences. Do you hear that, Miss Grahams? Thank you. It's been over 40 years. Oh, yeah. It's been some time. Do y'all having any anything, but y'all got it have anything to do with the USA program? So USAA and Globe Life, it's kind of very familiar with the term life coverage where you're typically covered for a term period. Is that what you're looking for? No, take me as because my husband did not sign up for it when he was in the military. Oh yeah, no ma'am. So I'm an underwriter here for the state of Florida, right? So how that works is we are in partnership with several different plans here in the state of Florida, like your Mutual of Omaha's, your SGLIs. Now, I just sent you a text. If you want to put me on speaker real quick, actually, Miss Cynthia, you'll be able to see a picture of me. I just forwarded over to you, and it has my license number attached for the state of Florida here. Can you confirm that I sent that to the right number for me? Let me see. It looks like 850. Jackson and all that. That's okay. You got a pen and paper nearby? Yeah, that's okay. Just grab a pen and paper for me real quick. You'll see it once we hang up. You'll have my picture with my information, but I'll have you write down my name for right now, just because we're not too tech savvy. It's okay. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so if you want to write my name down, it's Caitlin. K, A is in apple, I is in Indy, T, T as in tiger, L is in lion, Y is in yellow, N as in Nancy. Kaitln, two N's. So like Caitlin. Uh-huh. And then if you want to write down here my national producer number, that stands for, we could put the acronym NPN number, and that's 208-469-49. Okay. Now, this is like my identification number to life insurance, Miss Grimm. So anytime you go to the Department of Insurance or if you call in, that number is just my identification number. So that's just for you to have for your reference, okay? Okay. And beautiful. And I did send it via text, so you'll see it too as well when we hang up, just in case you lose that paper. You'll always have that information in your phone, okay? Now, just so you understand, my job is really simple. I just will be asking you a few questions to understand like your goals, what you're looking for. From there, Miss Grimm's, I get into the underwriting. The underwriting just lets me know prescription history, medical history, and then the prescription and medical history just lets us know which company we need to stick with based off their acceptance of any medication or prescriptions you take. Does that make sense? What was that? Really? But you was talking about the prescription and stuff. So what doesn't make sense to you so I could break it down? That What part exactly? Love it. You talking about the prescription to do with the okay, let me say this. You're talking about all the prescription that I take. So what I medication, right? Yeah, so Miss Cynthia, what I'm saying here for you is I get into the underwriting. So a lot of people don't know that life insurance companies, when you're applying for a policy, they will always, no matter what company, review prescription history. Okay. So you, I know. Correct. But because I'm an underwriter with the state of Florida, ma'am, that prescription history of allows me to avoid companies that maybe won't accept your medication. And it allows me to find the company that will say, hey, we'll take her. We don't care if she takes this medication. Right. So I work for you. My job is to help you find day one coverage. Okay. Now, just want to make sure here I'm putting you in the best position. Okay. Was this just for you? Is this for you and a grandbaby, your grandchild, children? Okay. And you have any children? Yes, they are grown. They are. Where are you at? Are you in Gainesville, Pensacola? Okay, I was in Pensacola for 12 years, so I'm kind of familiar. I had an 850 area code for a long time. For about a good 10 years. Yes, ma'am. Now, real quick here, Miss Cynthia, I just want to know, are you more so looking at the options just because you're looking to take care of your final expenses, like a burial cremation, or are you more so looking for something larger to leave behind to somebody? Yeah, just 25. 25K? Yeah. That's enough? Okay. You're not old. Hey, you're still young, Miss Cynthia, compared to the families I connect with. They're in their late 70s, early 80s. So you still got a little advantage here. So thank you though. So we want to look between 25 to 30, depending on the pricing, maybe 50. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I appreciate you for opening up, sharing with me, a little bit about your concerns and trust and believe. I understand the problems you've had before with the other companies. I'll do my very best here, Miss Cynthia, to find you day one coverage for affordable pricing, okay? Now, who would this benefit go to? I mean, if something happened to you, your son, he's your oldest? Is would you say he the more responsible one? Or he just, he'll be over it all. Absolute. What's his name? Is he in the VA? Is he in the military? He used to be. Well, Uh-huh. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dang. Correct. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. I'm glad. What's he doing now, right now? Oh, nice. Uh-huh. Oh, so he's instructing. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad he's pursuing that. What state is he in? He's still in Florida here? Oh, he's in Georgia now. Okay. You see him often? I know it. Well, I appreciate you, Miss Cynthia, for opening up, sharing with me, your concerns, what you're looking for, talking to me about, Michael, him being your beneficiary, your son, your baby, right? Your firstborn. Um, Now, this helps me though. So now let's move into the underwriting. Now, again, Miss Cynthia, regardless if you answer yes to any of the questions, there's about 20 different companies here in the state of Florida. So we'll be able to rule out which ones don't accept certain medication, okay? Now, are you a current smoker right now? And you're 66. What is your exact birthday? In August? Okay. What's your date of birth? Okay. August 58. Okay. And what day? August 9th. Perfect. Okay. Now, have you tested positive ever for having HIV or AIDS? Okay. Do you have anybody, like a nursing assistant for medication, bathing, toileting? Okay. Have you had a heart attack before, stroke, seizure, sickle cell anemia? Okay. Any oxygen or COPD? Do you remember at the time? You remember at the time, do you remember what that medication was at the time? Like albuterol? Mm-hmm. Were you looking on your like portal on your medical portal? Oh, oh, okay. No, 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 that's okay. I appreciate you for trying to find it. When was the last time you had that prescription filled? Okay. Now, that's okay. So, my next question will be any insulin metformin for diabetes? No, the shot? Manjaro? Okay, hold on one second. I know Manjaro. That's a very common one. I'm trying to figure out how to spell it. How do you spell that? J. There you go. There we go. That's right. Now, for your Manjaro, tell me, real quick here, what year did you start taking it? Like 2020, 2015? Okay. What about the Trilicity? How long were you on that one? About 5, 10 years? Okay, cool. Is your A1C less than 8%? I know that's right. Okay. Okay, cool. So the medications for the diabetes were only Manjaro and Trulicity, right? Isaac, go to your room right now. You're gonna mess up my cell. Go out of here. Get out the living room. Alrighty. And then no metformin, any gabapentin for neuropathy, ma'am? Amitriptyline, let me see. How do you spell it? Spell that for me. Oh, amitriptyline. Hold on. I can't find it. Let me see it in here. Tylin. Oh, I found it. Okay. Yeah. So this one, it can usually be taken for anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia, migraines, or arthritis. Yeah, which one is it for? Fibromyalgia, migraines, depression? Okay. So do you have, okay, spell it one more time for me. Okay, cool. Got it. I have it right here. Okay, so go ahead and tell me what's the next medication you have there? How you got like 10, 15 bottles there? Okay. Well, how about this? Let me ask you like this. So those are for diabetics. We do have a neuropathy medication. Any dialysis treatment? Okay. No kidney problems, liver, lung? Okay. Now, do you take medicine for PTSD, anxiety, or depression? Okay. What about any surgeries in the last 2 years? Okay. Okay. Any treatment, like in the last 3 years, have you had any treatment for cancer? Okay. And then you had a neck procedure done, a surgery done. Would you consider that cosmetic or? Oh my goodness, what happened? Talk to me. Tell me what happened. The vertebrae? Uh-huh. How did you get injured? Oh, I know that's scary. So you got injured? Were you in an accident or something? But but does it restrict you from performing your daily living activities like bathing, you're by yourself and stuff, or can you do all of them? Good. Okay, my last question, any medication for drug or alcohol abuse, DUI, felony, or on parole? Okay, so I mean, it sounds like you just have some diabetic medication, some arthritis, no heart problems. We had a procedure in our neck, but that's about it. I mean, it don't sound like anything medically major. You what? In Jesus' name, okay? Now, listen here, Miss Grims. It looks like you're fine. I mean, I don't see why the company, maybe it's because when you try to apply, you just had a procedure, maybe. But it's been about a year since then, you know. So you should be able to qualify for some of the top plans here in the state, okay? Now, like I already told you, the companies we're looking at, companies like Mutual of Omaha, Aflac, Aetna, Transamerica, I mean, all different companies here in the state. Now, my question is to you, do you know the difference between the two main types of life insurance? You have term life insurance and then you have whole life insurance. Okay. So you know the term life, that's the one that, short for terminate. Typically it lasts for a 5-year period, 10-year period. The companies that you talked about earlier, like AARP, Globe Life, they typically will offer the 5-year term where it increases in premium every 5 years. But Miss Grimm's, all term policies have an expiration period of age 80, no matter what company. Okay. Then you have the whole life. That's the one that goes for your entire life until demise, right? It does provide you the cash value benefit. Every month you're making a premium payment. It is building up cash. It also has the coverage lock. So whatever the price is for you at 66, Miss Grims, it will never increase. Okay, so it can't go up on you at 68 or 70. It's locked in. So it's gonna be the cheapest it'll ever be right now because you are 66, but whatever price that is, it never goes up after you lock in your policy. Likewise, the 25,000 or the 30,000 or the 50,000, those amounts will never go down. Okay, whatever you get is locked in until we pass away. Now, your son Michael, he would receive this benefit tax free. Okay, so it's not like he's having to pay taxes on this death benefit that passes down to him. Okay. And then, of course, Miss Cynthia, I will be your ongoing agent for the life of your policy if I'm able to help you find something that's affordable. Okay, so I'll always be here, for increases of your policy, address changes, beneficiary updates, all the things. You'll have my number saved in your phone, and I'm going to be your best friend, your life insurance bestie, okay? Now, my main thing is making sure we're looking at the right type of life insurance. Are you more so looking at term insurance or whole life insurance? Okay. Girl, tell me about it. I'm glad you know. Some people don't understand, but I have to make you let your own decision, right? I'm glad you understand that, term isn't always the best, especially when we're growing older, right? Now my main thing for you, Miss Cynthia, will be affordability. Some of our vets sometimes they try to, get a plan. They like, oh my God, 100,000 of coverage, but it's truly just out of our budget. And I want to make sure in the next 6 months to a year, I'm not calling you like, Miss Cynthia, your plan canceled. I want to make sure you're able to maintain your coverage. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you're on a fixed income, but I will say a lot of our families, our veterans, our spouses of veterans are on a very fixed income, um, receiving Social Security or disability. So it does put them in a tight position on a month-to-month basis. But I do want to make sure we're looking at affordability for you. Okay. Now, do you mind if I list some price ranges so you can tell me what sounds outrageous or what sounds doable? That way we can look at then how much coverage we can get for the price range we have. So, I mean, you are a female, so you do have better options when it comes down to coverage. You know, the women are way more affordable. Okay. Now, would you like to stay between the premium price ranges of 150, 200 bucks a month? The price range 100 bucks to 150 a month, maybe 70 bucks to 100 bucks a month. You know, what price range are you looking to more so stay in? It's still 100 bucks. Okay. So let's look at options. You know, let's look at options between maybe $60 to maybe $80 a month. That'll work. Let's see how much coverage you get for it. Alrighty. So let's just start here. I'm gonna list here. Mm, you still have your pen and paper, right? Um, Okay. So go ahead and write down $60 for me. Okay. Okay. Now, if we wanted to go with 60 bucks, it does look like Mutual of Omaha, Amer American General, and Royal Neighbors is going to give you the most amount of coverage and be most comparable in price for $60. It looks like the $60 would give you about 12,000 in coverage. So if you want to write down 12,000, that's for 60 bucks. Oh. Okay. Right. Yes. So $70, write down $70. Now, really quick, let me confirm. When's the last time you had your neuropathy prescription filed? Like when was it last prescribed? Okay, so it is because we have neuropathy and diabetes, right? That's the main thing. Let's see. That's why it's gonna be, that's why our pricing is the way it is at age 70. I mean 66, okay? So this is still day one coverage, so it takes place right away, but we have to consider our current age and medications, okay? So $70 would give you about 14,000 in coverage, $14,403. Okay, and then $90, you want to write down $90. $90 will give you about 19,000 in coverage, so almost 20,000. Okay. And then if you wanted to stick at $100 even, that would give you about 20,000 even for $100. It's real close, but let me tell you something real quick, okay? Because I'm going to be your ongoing agent here, let's just say around October or December. I'm just naming a random month. Let's say you get rid of a bill or you get some extra income monthly. You call me, Miss, and just, hey, Miss Caitlin, I want to add on an extra $30, $40 to my coverage. How much extra life insurance will that give me? Right? Okay. But in the meantime, I just want to make sure you have something in place, but something that's also affordable and not breaking the bank. I don't need you, left with only, 10 bucks at the end of the month after your insurance is paid. So, based off that 60 to 70 to 90 bucks, what sounds most affordable for you right now?
Well, well, the 90 to the 100 will do okay, will be okay.
Oh,
You know what another scary thing is? Like I'm on my fixed income, they cut the VA and my, Social Security. So I don't know if we gonna have an income.
hmm. Well,
Have you?
I'll tell you, most of our families do get Social Security and disability, okay? Do you only get Social Security or you get both?
I get both, but I'm just saying, we gonna cut.
Trump,
Hopefully they
I
don't,
know
but
Trump,
if they cut everything. We'll be out of money and stuff.
I know Trump is not making this right. I don't like him for what he's doing right here at all. But let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
that's
Um,
what I'm afraid of losing our Social Security, Medicaid, and stuff.
I
And
know it. I know it.
the deal, if we cut our checks and stuff, we won't have an income. I'll lose everything I have,
I
my
know.
home, everything.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
to say that, I don't. I mean, I can pay for the insurance right now, but I don't know what it's going to be later on. That is what I'm saying to all of this.
I understand.
I mean, I would pay for the insurance, and I don't mind. I don't want to get something and then, later on, I won't have no way to pay for it. So that's what I kind of fear for right now.
I
My
I I feel you, Miss Cynthia. No, like my heart goes out to all my seniors, that's on Social Security and disability, and even my own parent and grandparents too. It makes me, know that I have to stand up just in case that's taken away from them. I have to be there for them. So when I say I feel you, I really do. But what I can tell you is we can have this policy set up to take place every month when you to coincide when you receive your next bill. So, as far as your next payment from the government, so we can have it set up for June. Okay. Do you know what day in June you would like the first payment to come out? Is it the first, the third? Is it an odd Wednesday?
I always get paid on the first. I
Oh,
get paid one up and one is on the first.
no, no, no.
I,
That's
I
fine.